Hello everyone guys and welcome back to a new episode of The Outer World. Now last time we just not did, did travel to Manor and started that Manor adventure, so let's continue this. Did I lead some expensive when the border retreat? I hasn't heard from the agent. In Fallbrook. Something else in Stellar Bay. Well, let's do that first. Why not? What is this? No.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own cannabinoid.
Don't be so
I
hard.
think Nyoka is there.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like. Hmm?
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
Nothing for right now. How am on X? No, for that, let's back to the ship and use something and use somebody else. Who's the best? Ellie? Yeah, medical.
Going to send Sam down to the bridge.
Okay, let's use a alley and go to that for no, let's do that first. That's oh, what's oh,
I wonder sometimes what they're doing.
Ah, the charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business. All of the above?
actually never mind. Yeah. Do this first, but grab this fucking caffeinoids, yeah. So there's it right there, I think. Yeah, can see.
Hello again, dearie.
Abigail
What
Edwards.
can I get you?
I've been asked
And
to
what a
pick up a
helpful man you
caffeinoid
are.
supplement.
Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits. Whiskey helps too. Please leave medical advice to the professionals. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for?
Actually, the pills are for me.
I'm
I do know, I'm
sorry,
oh,
but
who's
with the
that?
iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Oh,
except for
You
you.
can't just trust
I
people
can
these
tell.
days.
You've got one of those faces. I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
I don't know, Anthony. You'll have to
Don't
brush
blame
it.
me if I puke on your shoes.
What's number 2?
Aren't you a saucy thing? Now, I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience, dearie.
Why don't you show me a thing or two?
Maybe
This
some
is
other time then.
weird
When
fast.
Auntie's personal allotment of stimulation is restored. But I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. You were here for caffeinoid, weren't you? Who's it for? Now, there's no
Right,
keeping secrets from Auntie
Let's
Abigail.
try it.
I'll tease it out of you one way or another. Also, I really do have to enter someone's name for the allotment. After all, I have to keep track of where our little pills wander off to.
Why don't just write down my name as Lost Bits? How it sound?
I suppose I could use the money to supply our little clinic for the rest of the town. Very well. I'll make an exception for you.
No! I get. I don't matter. I don't want to give you my 3,000 bits. Nope. I'm going out of there. Oh, a really interesting thing. Ooh. I have some garbage. Yeah. Okay. Better than nature. It's a little bit stupid, but I can. Oh.
You're probably looking for Velma.
Hello. Passcodes, right? Mr. Oach. Save the game real quick.
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't give you a hard time.
Just the usual.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right?
Oh.
She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Catherine said she's throw you in the box if you
Did
keep
she
running
now?
your yap
Well, I
like
can see I
that.
was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Your chief. Oh.
Caleb Harris.
What this
Runs
about
the
your
autoloader
enforcement?
operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more. Because we've got
I
a
can
budget,
talk to Colin
alright?
for you.
And in case you haven't
Oh.
noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand. You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it?
Number one.
I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Tell me
Braxton.
all about your
He's in
missing
charge of getting the
cargo.
fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
He'll come back
I can't keep
eventually. You
working
can't
double shifts
concern a
either.
person's freedom.
Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind? Stealing
Joseph
such a
Jackson
nasty
has been
word.
stealing drugs.
Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish
Oh,
get
God.
used a little faster on Braxton ships. We're
Eventually,
not like
nice
those
of you
corporate towns
not
where
to
you get
saying
fined for
anything.
sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the salt tuna, fat and mostly tumor-free.
Who is this Cantarine
Sublight
you
boss out of
mentioned when I
Fallbrook.
first came out
Handles most
here?
goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a Ground 6 spacer.
I'll talk to you later. Hmm. I tried the missing passcode. Meet with Catherine. Okay. Empty. Yeah, this is that door. Okay. What armor I have? 48. Oh, that's garbage. Also, what is that? Oh, secret the ventilation, platoon, and minister cleric. Oh. Oh, secret doors. secret exit. Okay. What else Okay. Captain.
Ooh. Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload some tuna shipments in camp.
The trick is not to breathe through your nose.
Let's do the Nyoka thing first because it's here in town.
Please, will someone help me? Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong. Like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Your child is missing.
Oh, I just knew you
Where
were
do you
a good
last
person.
see him?
Agnes, I said, this is the man to save your little Tucky. And I was right. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, get me out.
Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Oh, I don't wanna say that much.
Thank you.
I'll
Oh, I
help
know
you
he'll be
find
safe
your
now that
son.
someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral. Any news,
Okay.
Captain? Have you found my little boy yet?
Not yet. I'll keep looking.
Wrapped mask and painted eyes, right here. Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts? I don't know.
Why would I
Advise
want
whatever I
any of
had.
that?
Mr. Pickett seemed real interested, so I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Who's Celia? Parvati,
Sure.
you know what
Mr. Pickett
who
used to run the community
he's
center
talking
outside
about?
Edgewater. He had this grand idea to make it a museum for Halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Manta queens, especially. Sure, they're real
Have you
big.
seen a
Hard to
mantiquine?
miss 'em. Well, I could send you
Where
to the
have you
same
seen
place
a
I sent Mr.
mantiquine?
Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him? I feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal? All right.
Sure, I can keep an
Leave
eye
town
out
the southern
for
gate, the
him.
one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last Mana Queen I saw was in the wilds out that-a ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there too. Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by
Let's
in a
see
few
what
days,
you
so I
have.
haven't sold much.
Oh, some discount. Wrapped up. Kiting wrapped up. Inspect. Okay, let's inspect. Base health. Tumors. I have money, let's buy some. And sell this, and this. Okay. I don't know what I bought, but literal falling off like sand, but just flake on dirt and they're ready to flake off the dirt and oh. Interesting. But I need that caffeinoids for Nyoka, and yes, it's still. I think it's here, but maybe I don't. When I talk to her. So. Maybe caffeinoids there. Oh, I don't need to speak with that woman. Nyoka. Magical engineer, liver damage, like result of programming alcoholism. Attitude problems, like the result of programming alcoholism. Alcoholism. Jack. Transfer. Data storage. I had hypothesized that this combination might evoke in my mind and scenes to greater realities around us. If that is true, then it seems my faculties were quite overwhelmed in this instance. Shortly after the dosage, I experienced cold sweats, tremors, and mild paranoia. It is perhaps due to these latter effects that most of my notes from the episode are of little use. Nevertheless, the effects were most inconvenient. I will have helped to attempt a minor dosage once hard multiplied success. After my previous experiments, I theorized that deadening the external sense might allow the mind eyes to eclipse the internal. Alas, I was only practically successful. The combination of substances quickly rendered me both blind and feeble, so much that I soon fell into a stupor. I woke some hours later in a pile of my own sick and a most certain kind of fertile tears. How empty. Adverse. Oh gosh. Stellar breed. She is a wide-eyed colonist from Earth. He is a hard-working Saltuna farmer from Monarch. Their attraction blossomed into a violent romance that transformed Starbase, captor-free, a long way from Arcanas. You can put your things here, Mr. Elliot said, leading Abby into a dim apartment. The place was small, but it had a certain cozy charm. Abby set her bags on the floor and loosened the straps of her jumpsuit. Mr. Elliot caused, his face suddenly red. If you get warm, you can always crack the window. Breeze from the bay is really nice. Just be careful about mantis swarms. As Abby went to take the room key, her figure brushed his. He had strong, rough hands, a sultan of armor hands. She felt herself brush. Mr. Elliot coughed, his face red. Oh man. Wow. Man. Just record. Never mind. Okay, so going back. Okay, let's read this. The Passion Broker, a renegade in colonies, driven by his ideals, find love in the arms of a mysterious man with a tortured past. Will he follow his head or his heart? Chapter 2. Tall, dark, and handsome. Come on, said the voice on the com. It was dangerous and smooth in a way that reminded Brooks's iceberg-aged whiskey. The door slid open with a whisper of parum air. The heroes along the nape of his neck, and he processed up the stairs. The broker sat with his back to a top-of-the-line, most Carol Cole personal hardware. Slender fingers extended. So this was the mysterious recluse who manipulated monarch from afar. Broderick could feel the warmth of the heater from across the room, but it was looking for the broker's eyes and his fellowship. The broker produced a pair of glasses, a bottle of something that looked expensive. He poured it off and held one of the glasses out to the Broderick. For me? He asked, trying to ignore the man's smiling gaze. Indeed, the broker purred. I heard you're a man of bold tastes. Broderick took his glass. The broker continued, dark hair falling over darker eyes. That's why I've got a rare proportion for you. The glass nearly slipped from Broderick's fingers. He drank it one gulp to hide the tremor in his hand. It burned all the way. Think of the heart. A battle-hardened young Earth director soldier visited a remote sinking on Monarch to heal his injuries. But when he meets Gail, an elegant older nurse, she goes to work on his heart as well. Chapter 44. Healing Touch. Fletcher held her tightly. His strength had returned. That much was clear. Yet here he remained at the ceiling with her. He shook his head as if he read her mind with his preferred green eyes. Gail, the Earth director, came counting the back. They want me protecting Byzantium, but I don't know how to live. Not after what we're found together. Then stay, she whispered, letting her breath warm his ear. I can certainly find a position for you here. Oh, love, he mentioned, pulling her closer. She pressed a finger to the lips. Shh. The only love here is love. Oh my god. What the heck is there? Okay. Create new account. Okay. Okay. I have medicine for you, Nyoka. Dun. This sun jar? Yeah, it is. There is a sun jar. Oh. Hello, Nyoka.
Welcome back. Drink chowder.
I got your magic pills. Their things are dangerous, you know.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give me it. That was the spot. Right in the there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I haven't checked in on that man in an age. He's running a giant radio tower we've lovingly called Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road until we're past Baldwin. Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? Fun. Be more of a spelunker. Rotting River will take you into the mountain tower. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, he's already proud. I don't mind leaving somewhere until you got a spot.
For what? To wait on ship. We need Nyoka to help for now.
I hope you like being part of our crew, Nyoka. We're real excited to have you.
No. Parvati has left the park.
Tell Bane on the bigger ones. He took it upon himself to convince Ramsville to come back to the corporate fold. That making it...
Okay, use... logic pick, why not? And perks... Okay. Nyoka lie. Okay. No, search for clue. Let's first do that. How long I'm recording? Yeah. But that's all. Yeah. Never mind. But that's the end of this episode. This episode is gonna be pretty long and I don't have too much time. But thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you like it, click like button. If you wish more of these videos, please click subscribe button. And see you guys next time to some more episodes of almost Arcogenesis, the Underworlds. Bye.